It's good too. I'm back with another reaction video, man. This video is a tad bit different. This video really talking about how most of these these viral high school players fell off. So we probably finna see a whole bunch of faces like Julian Newman, Mikey Williams, Leangelo, shit like that. If y'all haven't already, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I got more bangers and videos like this on the way, man. Make sure y'all hit my... Get it to the joint, man. Come on.
What do all these players have in common? They all went viral in high school.
And
Some more so than others. In the age of social media, it's very common for high school basketball players to go viral. Whether it's their attitude, their eye-catching build, or it's just their raw talent that deserves the attention.
I forgot about Matt McClung. He gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna say too. I forgot about Matt McClung because I think I don't even know if he's still in the G or not.
Join me today as we look into why these viral basketball hoopers have fallen off. Starting off with Leangelo Ball, one of the 3 Ball brothers.
I can't cap. After as a recent day, it fell off, especially after his song. The new song he just put out that really just put him up 1,000 time out. But let me see what he got to say.
Stands out as the only one not currently in the NBA. Despite his famous last name and being part of the highly publicized Ball family, even his outspoken father, LeVar Ball, admitted he doesn't believe Leangelo will make it to the league. Let's take it back when the 3 Ball brothers were teammates in Chino Hills. Not only were they the best high school team in the country, but some fans believe the greatest high school team in history. And out of the 3 future NBA players on this team, Leangelo was the leading scorer, averaging close to 35 points per game.
You out there lacing that bit. It was just laced.
If this guy is averaging the most points on the best team in the country, surely he was NBA bound. Well, not exactly. Either way, he would join the UCLA Bruins, ready to prove to the world that he will make it to the NBA.
Nigga, do it.
3 UCLA men's basketball players placed under house arrest in China, forced to remain in their hotel after they were arrested for shoplifting from a Louis Vuitton store.
Leangelo was in big trouble, facing up to 10 years in prison for shoplifting in China. This situation caught so much attention that even President Donald Trump got involved. He went to meet China's leader to get the issue resolved.
I had a great conversation with President Xi. What they did was unfortunate. You're talking about very long prison sentences. They do not play games. He was terrific, and they're working on it right now, and hopefully everything's going to work out.
Fortunately, all charges were dropped for the 3 players, and they were sent back to the States as free men.
I'd like to start off by saying sorry for stealing from the stores in China. I apologize to my family, my coaches, my teammates, and UCLA for letting so many people down. I would also like to thank President Trump and the United States government for the help that they provided as well.
But Leangelo's problems wouldn't stop here. No, they were only just getting started. Because of the shoplifting incident, Leangelo was suspended by UCLA from playing the entire season.
That's a screw play in the league. That
Leangelo decided to leave, thinking he would be wasting his time not playing ball.
That was too long for you to wait?
Yeah, that's the whole season pretty much. Now it's just a long time of doing nothing. I'd rather be playing.
China already said, okay, he made a bad mistake. We're going to drop the charges. That's the punishment they gave him.
But in China for stealing, you
But that's the punishment they gave him.
years.
Now we over here. Look, we got to serve some more punishment.
So, LeVar
his
2 sons, Romelo and Leangelo, to play professional basketball in the Lithuanian Basketball League. A decision that brought a lot of backlash. From being a part of one of the most prestigious colleges in America to the modest league in Lithuania.
He for sure didn't like that move.
Leangelo actually played well, averaging 12.6 points and 2.7 rebounds per game. So, Leangelo declared for the 2018 NBA draft. But, unfortunately, he went undrafted. So, LeVar Ball did what was best for his son. Send him to a league that he created. The JBL League.
I forgot about the JBL League. That didn't last. That didn't last.
Averaging 50 points, winning the
I forgot. Hey, ain't this the same league where niggas was like not getting paid? Like, yeah, y'all that was just playing and not getting paid, wasting their time too. That could be a whole other video. I can make that a whole other video if y'all want me to. But that situation was bad too.
And leading his team to winning the only championship.
Because I forgot
league
about this
history
league.
Because the JBL only lasted one season. LiAngelo was offered a G League contract by the Thunder, didn't play a game. Offered to play for the Pistons, didn't play a game. But LiAngelo's time would come when he was invited to play for the Hornets in Summer League. All of his hard work
I think
was
he had
finally
a
paying
27.
off. Unfortunately, LiAngelo didn't
With the
play
one
well
game I
enough,
seen.
averaging 4.7 points, resulting in him being cut by the Hornets.
I'm his big brother. I gotta, tell him the truth. You know what I'm saying?
that.
I think his path is overseas. Should have been overseas
That's
killer.
fair enough too. Overseas is nice, but look, I feel like if I go to the G League, I'm gonna carry myself. Like I only need a shot, bro. If they give me the shot, I feel like I'm gonna do my thing. I ain't never messed up like
This
that.
the problem I have. I feel like you got your shot in the summer league
When?
with the Hornets.
You
And I
played
was
this?
cooking
You played this year?
and
This
got
past
sent
year?
to the G
Oh,
What
League.
he had played?
When
That
did you?
was 2
When was the
years
last
ago.
time you
What
played?
year was that?
That was like 2 years ago.
2022.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With the Hornets.
Yes.
But one person who hasn't given up on the NBA dream, but probably should, is Julian Newman. Going viral when he was just 12 years old for his intense
Hey,
workouts.
just watching it is funny to me now.
Julian Newman is nowhere near the same person he once was. Let's just see Julian's attitude
It's
10
just
years
funny
ago
to me now.
to now.
Hey, do you ever trash talk on the court? I mean, you're such a sweet, nice kid, and I've hung out with you a little bit today. But when you're really playing, do you get intense? Do you trash talk?
Not really, no.
Never. Oh, that's
Not
good.
really.
Nothing like that. That's
really.
good. I like that. I like that you're good sportsmanship. I think is important.
Nah, not really.
One way. This is crazy. Clown, bro. Shut the fuck up. Hey,
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, whoa, I didn't even react to that bit. I didn't know. Hey, he got to fight it with a ref. You finna get to fight it with a ref? I need to go watch that.
Points by the end of his high school career. However, what many might not realize is that Julian played under the coaching of his father. This gave him complete freedom on the court,
do straight
allowing him to
bullshit.
take as many shots as he wanted without any restriction. Julian also had problems that weren't related to his basketball skills, and that was his attitude. Scouts weren't interested in a 5'7", cocky player who
I'm
wasn't
not
willing
interested.
to adjust his game. So, after Julian graduated high school with no college offers, he transitioned to the creative world. and
That's
started
crazy that
playing
you can go average 30 and still not get an offer nowhere. That's crazy. You can't get an offer nowhere? Like, damn, that just says something about you.
creative leagues. But even in these light-hearted competitions, Julian still wanted to showcase why he was never able to go to the next level. His attitude.
One way. This is crazy. Clown, bro. Shut the fuck up. Hey,
But to everyone's surprise,
Hey.
Julian did join a
He
college
is-
basketball team
Yeah.
as a 24-year-old freshman.
Yeah, those
And
highlights
from
are
Julian's
terrible.
confidence before his first game, you might actually think that he might put on a performance.
No.
I'm gonna drop 40.
But no, he went scoreless on 0-6 shooting.
Damn.
know,
Whack.
they say I'm a freshman, so, time's limited or whatever is going on. I don't know. But I know nobody can guard me, though. So,
That's not.
called on the bench, went there, a couple good jumpers, and just couldn't hit them. You know what I'm saying? Went there with 3 minutes left, leave me alone.
But one high school hooper who played against Julian Newman multiple times and had the build to be an NBA player was Kyrie
Indeed.
Walker.
He for
Kyrie
sure did.
Walker was a part of the most viral high school basketball moments in a matchup against Julian Newman in 2016. The video
I thought
that was
it-
posted
hey.
on YouTube racked over
I remember when I first seen that league, I thought, hey, as a young middle school, I was like, them niggas that's in that league, they gotta be nice. Till I seen that shit to this day. And it's a whole bunch of straight bullshit. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit, ISO ball, globetrotter. I don't know, but it's some straight bull. That league is terrible to go watch for AAU. And AAU is terrible for kids now. That shit not what AAU now is not what it used to be, bro. That is bad.
views. Kyrie averaged 21 points and 7 rebounds as a freshman. At this point, it was pretty certain that Kyrie was one of the top recruits in his class. So, after his stellar freshman year, he would transfer to a more known school, Hillcrest Prep. The next 2 seasons, Kyrie looked as dominant as a high school player could be, averaging 25 points in his sophomore year and 30 points in his junior season. But
Sheesh.
unlike Julian Newman, Kyrie was making sure one thing wasn't going to happen to him.
I had to figure out what I was going to be. Was I going to be a high school legend? Which I don't want to. Like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I don't want to be that.
You don't want to peak in high school.
I don't
You don't want to peak in high school. That's true.
Like, I want to be like, oh yeah, he used to be tough in high school. Yeah. Then what happened? Yeah, high school basketball is cool, but that's not the that's not your end goal. You try to make it to the league. You try to be that dude in the league.
So obviously, Kyrie didn't want to be another one of those cases of a viral hooper that peaked in high school. So Kyrie committed to Arizona State after his sophomore season, but wait until you see his senior stats. Well, I won't be able to show you those stats because Kyrie chose to leave high school during his senior season. And suddenly, Kyrie pretty much disappeared off social media. That was until April of 2020, when he announced he would be opting to skip college and a one-year stint at a professional team. This was because Kyrie chose to join a 12-month program known as Chameleon BX, run by Frank Matrosino. This training is no joke. He pushes his players to the absolute limit, and it has been quite successful, having trained NBA players such as Blake Griffin and Zach Randolph. But for Kyrie to skip college and join a training camp where scouts couldn't...
I know, that was the reason why he went to college.
...skills was a risky decision. Meanwhile,
I don't think he should have went to college.
Who chose the college route had the advantage of showcasing their skills on a national stage.
He should have went to college. I know that was the reason why.
The rewards of that visibility.
If y'all watch me play today, 10 times better what I was my junior year. By far. There's no question, nobody... Just because I didn't play my senior year doesn't mean I was not hooping, working out every single day.
What Kyrie said is most likely true, but not being able to showcase your skills on the court for a whole year,
didn't get to see it.
Unfortunately, did some damage for his career, ending up going undrafted in the 2021 draft. And finally, as of November 2024, Kyrie has joined the Nalaka Bison of the league. Yes, this league's name is literally the league, so that probably gives you an idea of where Kyrie is at right now. The next player, unlike Kyrie, actually made it to the league, but now no NBA.
I didn't know he would that. I ain't really know.
That will make sense soon.
I don't really know his hype when he was in high school. I really wasn't hearing that shit for real.
He was long and lanky, and he'd walk and his knees would be hurting. Luckily for Markel, before his junior season, he grew 6 inches. A growth spurt that changed his life forever. In his junior year,
what's the name
he
of the high school?
16.8 points,
Mount Vernon?
7.9 rebounds, and 4.3 assists per game. This caught the attention of the
I think if he went to Mount Vernon, I do remember his game.
Before his senior season. The choice raised some eyebrows, since
I don't
Washington
think so,
wasn't known for producing NBA stars. Their most prominent NBA prospect was Isaiah Thomas, who was drafted with the very last pick in the draft.
And if you Isaiah Thomas type of nigga, you gotta lace that bitch. It's like, you go look at niggas like Isaiah Thomas, Trae Young, they gotta lace that bitch. You gotta shoot that shit. If you a short nigga in the NBA, you gotta shoot that shit. And then that shit's still an issue because you gotta go play defense. They don't want a player on the court that can't go play defense or at least attempt to try. Like, so...
Markel became
the NBA don't want that, and then the way the NBA is now,
his senior season changed everything. Averaging 19.1 points and 8.8 rebounds per game, graduating as a top 3 recruit.
That can either defend.
Game improved even more at Washington.
It's either you can defend or you a bucket.
Points, 5.7 rebounds, and 5.9 assists, becoming the best player in that stacked 2017 draft. And the Sixers selected him number 1 overall. But things soon went downhill. As Fultz warmed up for his NBA debut, he knew something wasn't right. He suffered one of the most confusing injuries in NBA history, and videos of his altered jump shot circulated widely.
Limit the Sixers for their part in the penalty, a rather unusual pitch.
Yeah, that was like...
my shoulder wasn't right, but I just kept playing. Doctors couldn't identify the problem. I got MRIs, and they didn't see anything. That messed with my mind, because I knew something wasn't right. I was getting up extra shots, trying to shoot it through, but I was making it worse, aggravating my nerves. Fultz was diagnosed with thoracic outlet syndrome.
Whatever that is.
Between the neck and shoulder, typically seen in baseball players. By the time of his diagnosis, Fultz had already played his final game for the Sixers, who traded him to the Magic shortly after. In Orlando, Fultz thrived away from Philadelphia's intense pressure. By 2023,
I don't know what he was
averaging 14 points per game, and his career seemed back on track. But at the start of the 2024 season, he suffered tendinitis in his right knee, limiting him to half the season. His minutes were cut significantly, suggesting his time in Orlando was ending.
I need to go see what he's doing now.
For the first time in his career, Fultz could control his destiny as an unrestricted free agent, but no teams expressed interest. And as of now, Markelle Fultz remains unsigned.
Nothing.
But what happens when a player's story is defined by their unique physical traits rather than their on-court performance?
I ain't gonna cap. I knew he wasn't gonna be nothing. I knew he wasn't gonna be nothing, but like just something crazy to look at on the court.
You can't believe your eyes. He just doesn't look real in these videos.
Yeah, that's all.
He grew so fast.
Stuff like that be the reason why he got popular. Just because he just doesn't look weird, and it just looks crazy just to watch somebody like that on the basketball court at the same time.
I was like 6'8", I would say.
You were 6'8" when you were 12?
Damn.
Robert went viral off clips of him playing in Italy at the age of 15. To fully showcase his potential, he joined the prestigious Spire Institute, taking advantage of its world-class facilities and resources. The same program LaMelo Ball would play at for his senior season. But the two would never play together, as Rob only weighed 180 pounds, which is the same weight as Steph Curry. Even though Robert went on a year-long 5,000 calorie diet, he only gained 10 pounds. He had to go under back surgery and missed out on his senior season. In July of 2020, Robert joined Rochester Christian University, but wouldn't play any games due to COVID. I couldn't find any footage of Robert Bobrovsky playing from 2020 onwards. He seems to be a very mysterious man, but what I can gather from right now is that Rob has given up on basketball. But he did come back in the spotlight when he would star in a movie. But Robert Bobrovsky's story is a far cry from the chaos that defines Mikey Williams' path. From being one of the most hyped prospects coming out of high school,
I need to see what he doing at UCF. I need to look, because
earning millions in endorsement deals.
I meant to look at it, but when I when I went to go see if he was playing or not, I think he was on the bench with someone hit knee like he was just hurt, or someone like he had a boot on or something.
One decision threatened
to
derail everything.
San Ysidro High School basketball star Mikey Williams is facing multiple charges tonight.
Mikey Williams was one of the most popular high school players of his age. He first gained notoriety at 14 when he teamed up with Bronny in middle school for the North Coast Blue Chips, which was coached by LeBron. Mikey was the standout player, dunking with ease at 12. Naturally, a middle school team coached by LeBron James went viral easily, with YouTube videos of their games gaining millions of views.
Damn.
This exposure launched Mikey's career. With a 1 in a million talent and millions of eyes watching, his hype skyrocketed. As a high school freshman, he scored 77 points at 15.
Did back when he had that reality series.
He had a $3.6 million NIL valuation, with endorsement deals including a groundbreaking Puma shoe deal, becoming the first high schooler to sign such a partnership. But considering Mikey's idol is NBA Youngboy, his next move might not surprise you. On March 27th, 2023, 2 girls and 3 men arrived at Mikey's mansion unannounced in an Uber. One girl supposedly knew someone inside and requested a walkthrough of the house. The details are unclear, so take this with a grain of salt. An argument broke out with the visitors, claiming Mikey had a gun and threatened them. Then, he allegedly fired shots at the fleeing vehicle. Mikey was immediately dropped from his multi-million-dollar deal with Puma and lost his University of Memphis scholarship, facing potential decades in prison. But he ultimately got a plea deal, which involved behavioral therapy, gun safety and anger management classes, which included 80 hours of community service and a 10-year firearm ban. Since then, Mikey's
can't even hold a firearm in the next 10 years. That's
with clips of him surfacing online, showcasing his not-so-flattering attitude.
I made that nigga quit. I made him quit. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Jared quit that game.
He did.
Yeah.
But it's all right, though, bro. But like I said, I don't want to shit on Jared, bro, because you feel me? Jared's a great player, but I gotta understand, though, like, I'm a dog, right? Like, bro, like, that shit was personal, and I ain't had nothing against Jared, bro. You feel me? It was basketball. It was just personal because you think you could fuck with me? Like, these people think you could fuck with me, bro? You Gatorade player.
When you watch Mikey Williams' high school highlights, one thing stands out. His crazy dunks. Yet, even Mac McClung, one of the best high school dunkers ever, struggles to find his place in the league, throwing down dunk contest-worthy slams during games. These highlights garnered millions of YouTube views
You out there
and
jumping
caught
at
the
the
attention
gym.
of one man, Patrick Ewing, then Georgetown's head coach, who attended one of Mac's senior games. So, Mac joined the Georgetown Hoyas the following year. In his freshman season, McClung averaged 13.1 points and 2 assists per game. His sophomore season saw improvement, with 15.7 points and 2.4 assists per game. Hoping to raise his stock, Mac played one more college season at Texas Tech, where he averaged 15.5 points and 2.1 assists. After declaring for the 2021 NBA draft, Mac, unfortunately, went undrafted. It may seem confusing at the moment, but the reasons will make sense soon. It wasn't all downhill from here. By now, Mac has played 4 NBA games for the Bulls, Lakers, and the Sixers, mostly in garbage minutes. But he made history by winning back-to-back NBA dunk contests.
He did some
in
tough.
2023 and
Gonna be so
2024,
tough to do.
becoming the first G League player to do so. He later added a G League MVP award, leaving fans questioning why he hasn't secured a full-time NBA spot. The answer lies in his size. At just 6'2" and 185 pounds, Mac McClung struggles in today's NBA, which favors players that are 6'5" or taller, who can replicate his offense while providing better defense.
And unfortunately, 6'2" is it's considered a short guard now. When I ain't gonna say that used to be like the average, cause the average maybe 5. What I say the average about 10 years ago was about 6'7", 6'6", 6'7". Now the average is probably taller than that. So and then the way the NBA is played now, it's just like we got 6'9" guards. We got 6'7", 6'8" guards. We got Cade Cunningham. We got LaMelos. We got Ben Simmons. What else? We got Wembanyama's now. Yeah, the NBA is just different now. It's unfortunate. It's hard to have a spot at that height. You got to be like that. That's why I say you got to lace that bitch for it, like, or you got to be a straight bucket when you at that height. You look at niggas like Jalen Brunson, Kyrie, Steph. Straight bucket, so they lacing that shit. But, hey, man. That was a video on how viral high school players done fell off, man. If y'all like that type of content, man, y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. If you ain't seen my last couple vids, it'll be right here. And if y'all got any type of video recommendations, y'all let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I'm finna get out the joint, man. Peace.